Oh, hey, welcome back to another video. Thanks for tuning in. Today I want to tell a story about what just recently happened to one of our Nissan Quests. Nissan Quests were the first car that we got into, the first car we bought as far as minivans for our fleet. And when we bought them, we kind of started messaging in Turo Facebook groups and got everyone's opinions on the cars after we bought them. And everyone was talking about transmission this, transmission that, and we kind of ignored it. I mean, of course, that's not going to happen to us, which is what everybody thinks. So we bought one, and then we bought another one. So we had two. We had two Nissan Quests, and we're renting them out, and they're doing really, really, really well. Like crazy well. These things were renting out. I mean, we couldn't keep them on our lot. So we had somebody rented it, and they took it to New Mexico. We're in Arizona, so it's a little bit of a drive, and they said that they're having some problems. They're hearing some weird noises, it sounded like, from the transmission. So we said, okay, pull over, let's get somebody to take a look at it, or let's get it towed. We didn't want anything to happen, and we didn't even think about the messages or the people talking about the transmission being a big problem. We just thought, maybe it's a fluke. Maybe it just needs transmission fluid. I don't know. Maybe it just needs something small. So she messages back, no, I think it's by now. I'm just going to keep driving it around town. Because we thought that she was going to stay in New Mexico, which isn't very far. I mean, we'll get a tow truck and get it back here. And then she calls us the next day and she said, the transmission's really acting up now. We're like, oh, shoot. So we call Turo and we say, we need a tow truck. We need to get this thing back here, and we get her address, and now she's in Illinois. So she's all the way in Illinois, which is super far from us. I mean, I don't know how many miles, but it's... Actually, I'm going to look right now. Let's see how many miles Illinois is. So it is, 24 hours straight. Oh, my gosh. I mean, look at this. Look at this map. It's across the whole U.S., Oh, so she texted us that address. We're like, oh my gosh, she went all the way from New Mexico to Illinois. And she brought the car, and then the transmission started acting up. So we said, okay, take it to a shop. We'll get it towed. I mean, we're going to try to fix it first. And then, have her drive it or just get it towed. So we had to take it to a shop. They quoted for a full new transmission, which was, I think they quoted $4,000. So we said, no, we can't do that. And before this, we told her to stop driving it in New Mexico. We told her to try to solve the problem, which obviously she didn't. Which, I mean, maybe we should have been more on top of it or something. But so they take the job, tell it's $4,000. We're like, oh, there's no way. We have a mechanic here. He's really, really good. We really trust him. So we said that we're gonna get it towed back. So we got it towed back. It took about a week. Got it here. Vehicle is pretty clean, shipped some fluids in the back, like she's trying to fix something or do it herself. Which all to her, if she could have done it. So it got towed to the mechanic shop, and he takes a look at it and he's like, well, let's do a fluid flush. So we do a fluid flush and to see if that fixes it, and it doesn't. So the transmission went out. So we ended up having to take it to auction. We sold it. We bought it for $12,500 at 45,000 miles, and then we sold it for, I think it was $5,600. So we took we took quite a bit of a loss. We did make enough money on Turo for it to even out completely. So we didn't lose any money on it, which was really nice. That could have been a terrible issue if that happened in the beginning. But the problem was that we had another minivan. We had another Nissan Quest that we had, and it was coming close to the amount of miles that other one had. So it was coming close to that 70,000 mile range, and we were super nervous that was going to happen to the new one that we had. So we ended up getting rid of that one to CarMax. We sold it for $9,600. We originally bought it for, I think it was $14,500. That one didn't make as much money on Turo, so we took a loss on that. I think we lost about $3,000. We lost on that. We did lose on the other one, but in my eyes, we did for potential. So yeah, that happened to two of our Nissan Quests. Not to say that's going to happen to everybody or whatever. I'm sure they're really good cars. if you maintain them, and maybe we miss something, but that's what we get for not listening to people, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't happen again, and hopefully you learn something. I mean, don't take this as don't buy a Nissan Quest. Just take it as if you're gonna run, and just watching closely, make sure that nothing's going on with the transmission. Do your transmission oil changes or the transmission fluid changes, so this doesn't happen to you, because this was an expensive mistake, but it could have been a way more expensive mistake. So I appreciate everyone watching. If you wouldn't mind liking, subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.